Well, hello everyone. It's Sandra Alexei here. Anyway, today is February the 9th, and we have a full moon in Leo. I have already done the video on it, and of course, full moons are about culmination, endings, new beginnings, and that type of thing. But I've been doing a lot of writing, and I have a set of 3 videos that will be coming out soon on the challenges and changes externally in the world. We can see it. All we need to do is see all the political craziness. We've seen the impeachment. So everything that's happening outside in the collective, there's a lot going on for people internally. And this started in 2007, 2008, and it's going to go on. So part of my background is I'm here with Game Changer. That is the new model of relationship book. And I knew this about 7 or 8 years ago. I could see the shift in relationships as we're moving from the Piscean and we're in the Aquarian, okay? And so the first relationship is with yourself. So it's a great time. Somebody might want to purchase Game Changer. At the same time, I also have a website called mypersonalmuse.com, and that is about the spiritual work that I do. And I had a website called Chiron Spa Consulting because I have been a teacher, a spa consultant, an author, a spiritual coach. I built big day spas, that type of thing. And so I've integrated my Chiron website into my Muse website. So you might want to check it out. I have a whole bunch of albums on the different things that I've done in life, and you can have a look at it. So I come together now. I've been redefining myself, and to everybody is in the process of redefining. But because I've had so many calls and so much, not just calls, but like messages from so many people as to what is going on right now. Of course, we think of Leo, the moon in Leo, is very creative, it's expansive, it's beautiful, it's warm, it's the sun. So then why are we having all the relationship issues right now? So first I want to give you just a little bit of background, and the reason this is important is because I have some dates for you in the next week or so to follow. So first of all, everybody, not everybody, but a lot know that I follow the universal cycles of the cosmos and have for over 50 years, okay? So right now I want to explain this. We live in the Milky Way galaxy, which is a collection of stars, gas, dust, and a supermassive black hole at its very center. Our solar system is in the Orion arm, and we are about 26,000 light years away from the very center of this galaxy. The Galacticcenter, okay, which sits at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, is the source of the energetic particles that bathe the Earth. Okay, so now we know about the Schumann resonance. We know things are changing. I'm not going to get into that. But the galactic center sits at approximately 26 to 27 degrees of Sagittarius, which is a sign we know to be about freedom and truth. The area between 27 degrees Sagittarius and the world axis winter solstice point is 0 degree Capricorn, and it constitutes the portal of truth and cosmic consciousness. Cosmic consciousness, the galactic center, who you are at a soul level. Step into love, the higher galactic soul love, and hold that frequency. And that's the challenges. Our personal frequency is changing. We are a combination of masculine and feminine energies, and we are changing. People are phoning and saying, you know what? I woke up this morning and I can't be here anymore. I'm done, okay? We have husbands and wives that are fighting. In some areas, the woman won't work. In some areas, the man won't work. In other areas, they're not seeing eye to eye about anything anymore because we're changing. That's what I'm saying, the codependency. Before, in the traditional relationship, there was one person, the two people had to be together and they had to be like this and look after have a relationship and have the children. You listened, so you were listening to the husband, you were listening to the wife, you're listening to the children. When it comes to religion, we had to go to the church, we had to listen to somebody was our boss. Now we are being asked to align and tap into the cosmic consciousness. There is no middleman. Okay, so what is the job of each person individually? To discover self. The first relationship is with self, to know self, to be self-sufficient, okay? Not to be an energy vampire, to be able to take money or have to be taken care of or steal energy or whatever, to be able to stand in your own soul and be creative, because we all have a purpose. There's a lot of people that are very lonely that are in relationships because they've been there for somebody else, okay? They've never really discovered who they are or what they're doing. Now, this is very powerful right now at this moment. Let me go back down here. So now, what's happening right now is that everything we experience is manifested out of the energy field that's the galactic center. It's the creator force, the multidimensional point of transformation. So you can say it's the divine. It can be the source. It can be Allah. It can be Buddha. It can be whatever. It is one source. And what I have learned, if you look at my website, I'm very good at manifesting, okay? I trained with Esther and Jerry Hicks 35, 40 years ago in co-creating. We co-create. So we all carry the cosmos within, and we all have this 27th Sagittarius somewhere in your birth chart. Again, I'm an astrologer and numerologist. Whenever a planet moves over that degree, a direct line to higher consciousness becomes available, expressed through the unique energies. Now, this is important. Today is February the 9th. On February 11th and 12th, the masculine energies are being upgraded, and it's about body consciousness. So guess what? You may get up that day and it's a physical thing, body consciousness. And it's like, wow, I think I need to go and go to the gym. I think I need to get myself in better physical shape. It's a physical kind of awareness. Then on February 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2020, Mars is in Sagittarius, and Mars is the action planet. It conjuncts the Galacticcenter, so take advantage, set your intentions that day. There's new levels of respect for self, and our connections with others are more understandable. There's greater self-awareness and awareness of the external. And so it's like you wake up that day and it can be, oh my God, I didn't realize my house was so messy. Or, oh my goodness, I didn't realize my closet, I haven't cleaned it for a while. Oh my God, I didn't realize I had these bills to pay. Or my goodness, I didn't realize. There's awareness. But the shift here is there's major changes in relationships. Okay, so the new intentions and desires, you're different now. We've gone through this massive change in 2019, 20. We've been doing it since 2007, okay? So now Venus is requiring, so now these planets are working again, the masculine and the feminine, the Venus and the Mars, and it's like, you feel different. And so Venus is is affecting you, and it's going, just a minute here. Like, who am I, and am I taking care of myself? And am I really loving myself? And am I really finding purpose and meaning in my life? So guess what? Sometimes relationships are just done. So the huge integration within of masculine and feminine energies are shifting your consciousness. February and March are huge shifts in relationships, and you need to allow each other their own personal sacred space as they're realigning. The moment somebody changes, the other one gets afraid. Okay? You have to respect what is love, what is control, what is sexual lust. All of these things we're questioning. To me, a relationship is you're with a companion and you're helping them in their evolution of their soul. Because you know what? When you leave this plane, yeah, don't take your fancy house, but what you do take is the development and evolution of the soul. And that's what's happening right now. So people are going to be needing their own space because they're realigning. So there needs to be some downtime, some separation maybe, as people are rewiring, okay? It's like you're upgrading your computer. We're shifting. And you need to know what's good for you. And you need to trust in those spiritual insights and the intuition that you're giving. Life is flowing. And if you're connected, you're allowing in opportunities and possibilities to enter, to be attracted to you. So the question to ask yourself is, what did I need to learn? And I need to trust my intuition. And number two, don't second guess yourself, okay? Or somebody might be trying to gaslight you. Now that you know. So if you're in a challenge in a relationship, you sit and it's like, okay, what's happened? Where am I going? If it's 6 months, if it's 2 years, if it's 7 years, if it's 10, if it's 30, okay? The first relationship was this self. So take ownership of that. Don't point the finger. It takes 2 to tango, 2 to dance. So you're at the point where you're going to say, okay, what is this all about? And if the relationship is done, it's about uncoupling with honor and grace. And yes, there's going to be healing. But the big question is, what did I learn from this relationship? What was I supposed to learn? Was I supposed to learn that I give too much? Was I supposed to learn that I don't value myself enough? Was I supposed to learn that I need to put more into the relationship? I am not entitled to be just taken care of and the queen or the king of the hop. So look at it. Only you will know that, okay? You knew, and a lot of times you know, you just didn't want to accept for whatever reason. But the universe is not going to let you keep on. So when the sun is in Aquarius, that's the season, it's time to be alone. No connections except with your alignment with Source and the Divine. We call it the sacred marriage. So it's to be independent, an observer, a witness. So the interesting times from February 8th to February 13th. Okay, we all have also in the Gene Keys, which is something I do I've collaborated with a Gene Keys facilitator, is about reaction, revolution, and rebirth. And so it's an ethical cleansing. Be mindful of your desires. I need food, I need sex, I need coffee, I need drugs, I need external love. What is it you really need? You're clarifying this right now. The revolutionary process it's about freedom, awakening in relationships. And if the relationship is hurting you, if it's not to the benefit of all involved, be ruthless and release it. So another thing, let's go back. I'm just about done. January and February 2020 Chiron, which is the wounded healer, makes her last pass. This process started, and you can look in your calendar, the middle of June, July, and August of 2019, late March, April, and October of 2019. And now your job is to identify, who am I? Or no, just a second. It was the June, July, and August of 2018. and then late March, April, and October of 2019, those dates. Now your job is to identify, who am I now? My self-worth, my self-love, how do I value, how do I treat myself? You're not prepared to give it away or do more for others. A time of becoming clear about your own sense of self, self-worth. I realize I am different. I am unique. I am valuable. I have a purpose. I have gifts. Loving and accepting and seeing oneself clearer. So you gain confidence in yourself. There's more strength and courage and a new sense of self. Realizing your old patterns and releasing them so you can move forward, new beginnings. The key is to know and understand how you love, honor, and value self. When that happens and relationships and people are not supportive or not on the same frequency, they will leave, or actually the universe will make sure they're out of your life. As all energies must meet the vibration, or it will be clear where there's a disconnect. So it's just like, I'm just not getting that person anymore. We're just not seeing things the same. And so it's not about blaming. It's not about being the victim. It's about the shift and changes of the frequency, because we are energy beings. So I hope this has assisted you. You can, it'd be a great time to have a personal session. You can contact me. I would suggest ordering the book Game Changer, doing the first chapter. They're all self-discovery exercises. And in March, I will be coming out with some workshops that I will be doing for anybody that I've had so many people say to me, well, when you talk about a new moon or a full moon, I want to know how it affects my personal natal chart. Well, I'm going to do a 3-program Zoom workshop, and then I'm hoping to work with Matthew on a self-discovery and understanding the Aquarian energies and the shifts, the paradigm shift that is going on right now. And 2010 was in numerology, okay? It was a time to become authentic, become transparent, and to learn more about yourself, okay? 2000, and so that was a big year, okay? We've been asked to do this for quite a few years. 2020 is a master number, and it's all about creating a strong foundation. And yes, there was some big hard times and everything, but the bottom line is times are going to be harder if you don't wake up. You got to take the rose-colored glasses off. You've got to take your head out of the sand and see a person for who they really are, as opposed to who you want them to be. See a situation for what it really is, as opposed to what you want it to be. And so it's all about reality, truth, simplicity, being very pragmatic. So please share. Many blessings, much love, and make sure on those dates you write down your intentions, because we have this opening. So February, what is it, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Take advantage and set some new intentions. A beautiful time. Thank you so much.